Hi. I feel like I'm having a streaming problem again. Griffin, I'm dropping frames all over the place. Yeah, I'm dropping frames all over the place. I'm going to turn off YouTube for a minute. Jesse, that looks better now. Verizon must be riding the struggle bus tonight. All right, so here, I'm going to turn down the bit rate. I'm going to turn down the bit rate just a little bit, and then we'll try to turn YouTube back on.
Meanwhile, in chat, Wolfwood is petting a kitty with a leek. Wolfwood likes leeks.
Wolfwood loves leeks. All right, I'm turning down the bit rate, and I'm going back to YouTube. We'll try it one more time. I'm trying, Mark. We're trying, Mark.
Well, that's definitely helping.
I figured. I know it's stuttering Wolfwood. I turned down the bit rate, and it looks much, much better. And it looks like YouTube is on its way back. No, I'm not using a jetpack. I'm using my I use Verizon Home as well. All right. All right, pre-rolls. Pre-roll right now. Pre-roll. Hitting it now, then showtime. Yeah, we look a lot better here. We're looking much better. Much better.
Happy day.
Happy day. You know what? Just in case, I'm going to start a line level recording in OBS. You think that's going to be too much?
No, that's fine.
Multi-streaming and recording? Should be fine, right?
That's fine.
Okay, yeah. Just in case. And we'll take the line level recording and we'll throw it into YouTube later in case if we have to. All right. Got the podcast recorder going. I know, we're good. Hey, Kinky Boots. No, it's not 5 minutes to wait. Refresh your screen. It's only 3 minutes. Okay, yes. I'm heckling. Actually, we need to create a stage. I need to create a stage because it's podcast too. Although we don't need to make a stage. I can record it and just publish it on podcast. Is YouTube even on? I can't see if YouTube's on. Is YouTube on? I can't see if it's on. Are you in YouTube? Anybody in YouTube chat? Give me a holla. Give me holla, 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 holla. Nope. We're going to have to drop YouTube tonight.
YouTube is not live.
Yeah, so weird. And now we're fully green on Twitch. Yeah, well, YouTube is killing me tonight. Sorry, can't do YouTube. Well, good thing that I'm recording everything then. Good thing I'm recording everything. Sorry, guys. YouTube is killing me tonight. So now I'm going to turn my bitrate back up. Sorry, guys. Apologies. I have sincere apologies. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in. Let's get this show on the road. What do you say, Bubba Joe? Or Griffin? Sorry. I have Bubba Joe on my notes here.
Who?
I said Bubba because I did a show with him yesterday. And I had it written down.
Yeah, which I'm never invited to, by the way. Does Bubba Joe hate me? What's the problem? We can't both be in the same place at the same time?
Of course we can. Be completely fine. We'll work on that. All right.
Whatever. Just start the show.
I'm hitting the button now. Yes. Oh, Benny Hill says that I called Griffin the X. Like I called out the wrong name. Is that what you're saying?
Ew.
Oh, that's hilarious. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the show. My name is Ultimate DJs. This is Talking Trek Live. What's going on? Oh, my gosh. That's hilarious. So funny. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into Arcfall Eve. The wrath of Khan is upon us. That's right, Counselor Half. We're very, very excited about it. I would like to know where you are from. Are you excited about the Wrath of Khan? Let's punch it up in chat right here and now. Talking Trek, server sound off. You guys go ahead and hit it for me. And we'll kick it off right now with Raj starting us off on server 9. Thank you. Jace on 44. Timothy on server 93. Tarpy, what's going on over there on server 70? Kin Shadow on 74. Thank you so very much. Benny Hills, Ghost on 42. Martok on server 8. Everywhere It Matters on 56. We got Royal Power on 36. What's going on? Genre on 32. What's going on? Amber on server 49. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate that. Will the pausing of Beck's video be over before ARC launch servers down? Yes, dear. No. Yes, because I have a hard out tonight. I have a hard out at 11 p.m. because that's when the Warp Drive 5 is taking over, and I am not encroaching on their time. So we've got 1 hour, 34 minutes. We got to make it through Beck's video. I got to leak all the things. It's going to be a great night. All right? I just got out of trouble with Scopely, so we got to get right back in it, all right? Shelby on server 701. What's going on? Ultravetica, APAC, 195. Jado, Griffin needs to be green. Done. Thank you. C Engineering on 36. Striker on 49. Pong on 56. J-Papes on 13. Hear No More on 95. General Mishap on 188. Spock 8472. Thank you for your resub. Appreciate that very much. And Alicia on 701. Evil Rufus on 11. Major Pothead on 67. Thank you. Kilroy on 702. I'm a Junior on 74. Wilson on 36. Sir Taco on server 30. Skeletor on 34. Enterprise on 30. Plugster on APAC 188. Thank you guys so very much. Good evening. And I didn't even get to all of the messages. You guys are amazing and I love you. Happy Monday.
What a quality studio audience.
Happy Arcfall Eve. This is absolutely incredible. Wow, is that right? I'm showing 270 people in the live studio audience right now. What? Oh, sorry, wrong button. What? You guys are crazy. How you doing? Welcome into the show. My name is DJ. That's Griffin. He's green. And 13 of them with real internet. Yeah, no, I think... Listen, I am fine. I just turned the bitrate all the way up to 4,200 on Twitch. It's fine. But if I dropped it all the way down to 2,000 and then turn on YouTube, it was crashing out. So I feel like maybe YouTube is just not feeling really good with me tonight. Dr. Juby said, is this a pod? It is. We're recording as well. This takes the place of our Talking in Cars. I got a couple of things because we got to get very, very busy very, very quickly here tonight. First of all, a couple of thank yous. Let me say thank you to Sarah, a brand new subscriber on the YouTube channel. What's going on, Sarah? Thank you. Appreciate you very much. Odysseus, thank you for the pity bitty. He gave me 1 bit. Oh. It says it's for the new internet. Thank you. Scribbler, 28 months on the resub. Snack Attack, 17 months. Pavic Camaro on 37. Spock on 16 months. And Shadowed Fox has asked me for a hydrate. As a matter of fact, I would love to take your hydrate here tonight. Thank you so very much. Griffin, why don't you share with the community what you're hydrating with tonight?
I'm enjoying a beautiful and delicious electric limeade ghost energy drink, sir.
Oh, very nice. And I'm going with the good old classic Welch's Grape Ghost Energy with 200 grams of natural caffeine, 1,000 grams of carnitine for legendary energy, epic focus, and no crash with only 5 calories. It is Ghost Energy. Use !Amazon to use the Talking Trek link. Go to the store, do all of your everyday shopping and all of your purchases on Amazon.com by using our...
Big one right there. That's impressively large.
Dang it, I should have turned that off while I was doing the commercial spot. Use !Amazon to do your all-day, everyday shopping, including your monthly supply of Ghost Energy, whether it's electric limeade or Welch's grape or any of their amazing other flavors. You're going to be able to check that out with the code that is available in our chat. Thank you so very much. Appreciate that. And with that, here are your hydrates. All right. All right.
That's right. Zero sugar, no artificial colors. It's delicious.
You're right,
especially
Papa
ice cold. Wait till you try the brand new iced tea.
IJ, what? Why, man? This is a serious show. We've got serial things to do. All right. That's right. It's because I ran my mouth on YouTube last night, so now they're punishing me. All right. Fine. You know what? We don't have to multi-stream to YouTube either. I will tell you this. I do like multi-streaming to YouTube. That's fine because the audience over there likes it. But I'll tell you this, Griffin, I had a conversation with Griffin earlier today, and he said, he was like, why are we not doing an arc fall? I heard we're not doing an arc fall. I said, here's why. And I listed all the things that we're doing last night. So I'm going to give this very brief for those of you listening in podcast because I've made an executive decision. And I stand by it. Yesterday,
and you are an executive, so
I am an executive. All right, so I can do it. Last night, we were talking on Twitch after the podcast ended, and we were having some issues with YouTube or whatever. And I just said, you know what? Forget about it. That's right, Shadowed Fox. Quick summary: forget about it. I'm not making an Arcfall video. Period. I'm not going to do it. Why? Because Beck already does it. Beck does it every single month now. She didn't used to do it, all right, which is why we did it. But now Beck does it, and we don't have to do it. All right, Dragon Keeper says...
Arcfall videos are so 2023. They're from before times. The before Beck had the video every month times. Now she has video that is better than I can produce.
That's right. Dragon Keeper says, no DJ Arcfall video is trash. What do you want me to say, Dragon Keeper? What do you want me to say? This is what I was talking about the other night. No, in all fairness, I appreciate this. And you know what? To you, Dragon Keeper, I love you. I love you very much, sincerely. Because he's saying, listen, I don't care if it's a regurgitation. I want your content. All right? And I appreciate that. I really do genuinely appreciate that. Thank you so kindly. All right? For those of you who just want our content, thank you. That means the world to us. However, we both lead very busy professional lives, and then we have this. And this is not our primary job, as I know it is for a lot of other content creators, but it's not for us. So time management is very, very important, all right? Cruzito said, you've given up on the pod? No, absolutely not. As a matter of fact, this is going to give us time to do more. We're doing more pod stuff now. This right now, Cruzito, is going to be our Talking in Cars that we released tonight, except it's not Talking in Cars. It's an actual full produced studio show where we're going to give you all the stuff. We're going to give you all the charts. We're going to give you all the leaks. We're going to give you all the data. Okay? Ron says next thing.
And nobody's going to be on an uncomfortable Bluetooth microphone that you can barely hear, except Putz.
Except for Putz, all right? That's right. We're talking in studios with DJs and Griffin. So we're going to do that. Ron says next thing you know, you're going to say, I'm not doing STFC streams because other people already do it. That's not... That's actually funny. But here's the thing. Honestly, what new information would you have me say? Because she gave you everything. She gave you everything, and we're gonna do that tonight. I would rather
spend the time picking Beck's video apart and plotting it / making fun of it because it's her birthday yesterday.
No, it was Saturday. Actually, it was Saturday.
No. Well, time is a construct. It's still Sunday in my head.
It was Saturday. Beck's birthday was on Saturday. So Ross says it's how you do it. Well, I appreciate it. And for those of you who do just want our content, I appreciate that very, very much. I really genuinely do. But I feel like my time is best served to you guys doing the analytics and breaking everything down. So that's what we're going to do. Couple of announcements. We are officially ending our Stream Streak promotion as of May 31st, okay? That will be discontinued. So I've decided that I wasn't going to just turn it off with no notice. I am going to discontinue that on May 31st. So if you're close to your 50 stream streak, if you're close to your 100 stream streak, then you guys still have an opportunity this month to get it in. But that will be it. After May 31st, there will be no more stream streak contest. The stream streak's going to be gone. Or we might do something different with the Cruzito, but I'm not going to do $100 packs anymore. I just can't. Okay, because we're doing other things, bigger, better things. All right, so that's what we're going to do there. That was that announcement. There was one other announcement I wanted to make. Gosh, I don't remember what it is now because I didn't write it down. Anyway, let's talk about Wrath of Khan. Okay. Oh, I know what the contest is. Or the other announcement was. We have launched a meme contest in Discord. See what I did there, Griffin? You like? Yeah. I like that. That's right. We're doing a contest. This was Tarpy's idea, and I love it. Go into the Discord. Go into our Discord. You'll find a special room underneath the graphics room. Actually, it's right above the graphics room, I think, Tarpy, right? Right above the graphics room. It's called Meme Contest. All right. And this is great. Basically, what we're doing is we're asking for the best con memes, whether it's about the game, whether it's about just con, whatever. I want your best con memes. And by the way, this is to celebrate the absolute amazing brilliance of fellow content creator Ultra Vetica. Griffin, he started on his channel the other day doing these like, I don't even know what you call them, like they're using the word con in words and sentences where it doesn't really make sense, but you know what I'm saying, like contest and silly stuff like that. I don't know what he's doing, but it's so funny. I've seen a ton of them.
I can't even deal with that.
Yes, just like that. I've seen a ton of them. He is literally writing a book of these things. All right. So Andalicia says skipping stream. No, wait, which stream? No, not skipping stream. We're right here. All right. But yes, we're having trouble with YouTube tonight. So Ultra Vetica had this brilliant idea. Tarpy was like, listen, puns. That's what they're called. They're called puns. Thank you. So
Cruzito.
So thank you for that. So Tarpy and Vetica were putting together some stuff, and Tarpy was like, listen, you should go and do the memes. Don't do the puns because he's doing those. So let's do the memes. And we'll give away cruise entries, all right? Yeah, E Double Sharp says, I can barely contain myself. I can't believe how good Ultra Vetica is at creating content. Divine says, sound convoluted. You guys got it. See, you're getting along with it. Very good. Very good. Well, you did a great job. Divine's like, did you decide which Comic-Con you're going to? You guys are amazing.
Oh, wow.
This is so good.
All this con talks makes me want to have some cantaloupe.
That one didn't work. I think you didn't say it right. You should have been like, I really would like some cantaloupe. All right. Yeah. Anyway, Ultra Vetica, brilliant game you guys are playing. And Tarpy, thank you for the great idea. So we've got a meme contest. You guys make some of your best memes. There are some really good ones in here. We'll be doing the drawing towards the end of the month, towards the end of this first arc. But absolutely great stuff in here already, and I'm very much looking forward to judging these. And there's some really good ones. You know what? I'm going to pop one or two on screen. Can I do that? Just a couple.
Little preview. Go ahead.
Yeah. This one right here. This is fantastic. See, he's talking about the little desert worm, right? It attaches to the cerebral cortex and makes the victim susceptible to Arcfall Day pack purchases. That's brilliant.
Oh, I have that. I definitely have that. Yeah.
Scarlet Fire, absolutely amazing. Thank you. You're not allowed to spend this month. You know that, right?
I can't. I don't want to talk about it. I'm so upset.
You can't do it. All right, you can't do
Rude.
it. This is also very funny. Just poking a little bit of fun at Scopely here. My name is Khan. That is Khan. K. They let you fly a starship, but you can't spell my name. That was really good, and that was a play off of because Scopely released an article about Wrath of Khan, Kahn. And then to play on that, we have this one right here from Count DeVille, which just redid the meme. He cuts the A in over here and adds the H over here.
Oh, now we're on brand. Now I feel like home.
Yeah, this is great stuff. For those of you in podcast, you just got to go check it out. It's right above the graphics room. Check out the meme contest. All right, some of these are really good. Okay. And it's going on all month long. Here's another one. Khan pointing towards Mantis Comp that way. All right. This one. Spook Monkey. This is great. Here's Benedict Cumberbatch. That's right. It's a Rubicon because he's in a Jeep. All right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So very, very good. Ty Khan. No Discord, but still a podcast. I'm in Discord. Are we in the wrong room, Tarpy? What happened?
Oh, no. What happened here? We were in the contributors. You didn't start a channel.
Okay, I'll fix that, Tycon. Thank you for the update. I'll fix it. I'll just pop right over right now. Do I want to switch? Yes. Oh, Wrath of Khan.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. Boom. See? I'm in it. Sorry about that. I must have hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button, Tycon. Thank you for calling that out. I appreciate it very much.
I hear.
Didn't mean to do. Why did you join, Griffin? Don't you join? You go away. You're already here. Don't do the thing.
I'm trying to. Okay. That was really stressful for 10 seconds. I hurt myself 10 times.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I bet you did. Here's another one. Can't think of a good meme. Yes, you can. Oh, these are great. Thank you guys so very much. These are some fantastic. Oh, and then this one. This might be my favorite so far, Griffin. It's got my picture on Khan's body. All right, which by the way, love that. And it says number 2 content creator. All right, absolutely fantastic.
Oh, that's a big round of applause for that.
Yeah, these are amazing. This is going to be a lot of fun, so you guys enjoy. Webster Sponge says overrated. No, I think it's great. First of all, Webster, I take offense to your comment. Okay, I am clearly sitting right now in the number 3 to number 4 spot. All right, and we're just pushing up from there. All right, we're pushing up from there. So anyway, yeah, no, some great stuff. I appreciate it. You guys have some fun with that. It's available on our Discord, ! Discord, ! Discord, to go into the Discord and find that. If you're in the podcast audience, then be sure to check that out in our Discord as well. Shush, Tarpy.
Nailed it.
Got it. Yeah, words are hard. Got it. Tiberius, thank you. Wait, Tiberius is a new follower? Tibbs, is this a new account? Have you really never been following me? It's because I'm not number 2 content creator, isn't it? Tibbs just now followed the channel. Tibbs, are you serious? Tibbs has never been followed. Right. What? Tibbs! Now my heart is hurting. Thank you, Tibbs, for the follow. Appreciate that. Tarpy for 100 bits, Outlawed Future for 100 bits, and Alicia for 100 bits. Thank you guys very much. And a Hype Train. You guys are doing crazy stuff in the Hype Train. Appreciate that. Tibbs says, been listening to the podcast. Well, it's here, but found
That's
Twitch.
A different Tibbs, I think.
Wait, you're a different Tibbs?
That's got to be a different
We've got
Tiberius.
2 different Tiberii? We've got 2 different Tiberii? What is the plural of Tiberius? Tiberii.
Tiberii.
That's not the same type.
Yeah, 2187.
Tiberii.
I think is the other one.
Plugster, thank you for your 5 gifted. Appreciate that. Thank you, Freelancer, 200 kitty bitties. Well, Tibbs, welcome in. Appreciate it. We will have this on the podcast as well. Tiberii.
So how's that tightly knit schedule going along so far?
Everything is great. We've got 1 hour and 17
horrible.
minutes. Hour and 17 minutes. So we should get directly into Beck's video here. Guys, what we're going to do tonight is indeed break down all of Beck's video. We are going to do the same thing that we always do. We're going to break it down. We're going to stop. We're going to hit the pause button. I'm going to tell you extra things about the screenshots that we see. I have all of the leaks. Okay? Excuse me 1 second. I'm getting a text message direct from Culver City.
You said the L word. What do you expect?
You know what? I can see the whole message in the notification. So if I don't open it, then later I can claim ignorance, right? Because I didn't actually read it, so it doesn't show that it was read.
Except now you admitted that on video, so you're screwed.
We're not on YouTube, so I can cut it out. Anyway, good evening, everybody. Yeah, everything's fine. Okay. Here we go. Mord says 1 hour and 17 minutes to start Beck's video. No, we're going to do it right now. Welcome in, everybody. Let's get it on. Wrath of Khan. The May Arc preview. Content right now. Let's go. Oh, come on. Why does it sound like that? You know what? Potato is really upsetting me today, Griffin. Hold on. I'm going to restart Potato very quickly. Just going to restart Potato, which means I also can't hear Griffin. And pause. We didn't even make it 1 second. I know, that's crazy. Matters no laughing. That is not okay.
Hey.
What the heck?
What? What was that?
I think I full-bought this.
Okay. All right. Everything is great. We're moving along just fantastically. Okay, here we go.
Greetings, Commanders. My name is Beck, and today we're taking a look into one of the most requested updates in Star Trek Fleet Command, away team assignments. Before we get started, be sure to drop a comment below letting us know what server you're hailing from. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on new features just like this one. Now, let's get into it.
Hold on. Did she actually name herself Rebecca Plants? I see that in the chat, and that's brilliant. No, she didn't. That would have been so good, though. Right there. It should have been, she should have added an N. Rebecca Plant. Missed opportunity right there. You're right, Count DeVille. All right. Sorry, I had to pause for Count DeVille. That was not, I do not claim that pause. That was his.
It's in Star Trek Fleet Command, away team assignments. Before we get started, be sure to drop a comment below letting us know what server you're hailing from.
Beck is in the audience. See, this is what happens. All right, this is what... First of all, I definitely did not read your message and therefore cannot be held responsible for not having seen it. All right? Just because I didn't read it. Because I'm on stream and I'm working and I can't read text messages. Beck is here because she saw leaks. I'm going to have to be very measured in the leaks that I give you now.
I was there. He didn't read it.
That's right. I didn't read the text. It just showed up, and then I couldn't read it because we're on the air. Anyway, two more leaks. Leaks, here we go.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated.
By the way, can I just...
Oh, my God.
Tarpy, we're going to make it. We're going to make it to the end of this video. Very quickly.
You're not.
Can I... Yes, we can. Can I get... hearts in chat, very quickly. Hearts in chat for Beck's birthday that was on Saturday. You guys just give her 20 seconds of love. 20 seconds of love for Beck. Beck. I don't know if I actually told you or not, but I did make Saturday's episode of Studio B absolutely free for everybody because we had a club show, a Studio B show dedicated to you and your birthday. All the music that we played for like 2 hours was from when you were a baby Beck. All right. That's right. We took all the music from when you were running around in diapers and we made a club show out of it. I hope that you actually enjoy it. It's absolutely free for everybody. Visit our website at talkingtrekstfc.com. Click on the Patreon link at the top. You have to create a free account. You can do a free account. Okay, you don't have to pay anything. Patreon has free stuff. So go join Patreon as a free member, and you can watch Beck's birthday stream. It's completely free for everybody. And that was Beck's birthday gift to all of you, was Beck's birthday stream. And it's a phenomenal show. Man, all these great throwbacks from like 20 years ago, because she just celebrated her 22nd birthday. Isn't that crazy? 22. To
Amazing.
be so young again.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, back to the
And running the world.
back to the content.
On new features just like this one. Now, let's get into it. For a long time, away team assignments have been a staple, but they've needed some serious love. With this update, we're not just refreshing them, we're elevating the entire system with smarter mission flow, better rewards, meaningful research, and one of the most integrated loops in the game. At the heart of this update are the brand new Priority 1 Away Team Assignments, or P1 ATAs, a flow designed to scale with you and reward your time like never before. Players Operations 26 and above will want to head to the Away Team's research tree and
26 and above. Big call out on this right here, Griffin. All right. Big call out. This, I have said that there's no content for G3. I've said there's no content for, below Ops 40 and then elevating it to 45. This is Ops 26 plus, which is great. That's where ATAs had opened up originally, was Ops 26. And so now they're backdating this content in, all right, to allow anybody who's eligible for away teams to do that anyway, all right, which I think is amazing. The content that they're introducing, that they're adding, are more assignments, and we're going to talk about that coming up. But the key thing here is that everyone who was already eligible for ATAs is getting the refresh, which I think is absolutely incredible. All right, so that's definitely something that we want to call out and praise. Looks like we're getting ready to take a look at our new research tree.
unlock the first level of Priority 1 assignments unlocked using your existing service awards.
Existing service awards are going to begin your journey here, okay? So those are your service medals, all right? I know a bunch of you have a bunch, all right? But you will use those medals to start your Priority 1. You'll also notice here, Griffin, that they've kind of reorganized the away team store. If you look inside your game, not the away team store, the away team research tree, if you look inside your game now, that first like 10 or 12 columns is very, very weird, the way that they've got it designed. So they're stacking this up. Now, while we've got this screen, would you guys like to take a quick peek at some of these researches? All right, or do you just want to keep watching the video? We'll come back. Let's watch the video because I do want to come back. There's a lot of stuff here that I want to tell you about. All right, I'm going to see how
Just
much.
To put a finer point on what DJs was saying, though, all of the old away team research you'll notice here on the screen, it's along the bottom column. So
That's right.
The ATA research is like completely different. All the new stuff, the top two rows, all the old stuff, bottom row.
Absolutely. We'll come back. I'm going to talk about some of this research here in just a moment. Whatever Beck doesn't tell you, I'll tell you. Now, why is there no audio now? What?
Oh, great.
Wait, what? 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 What did I do? Oh, my God.
Oh,
Potato,
man.
you are killing me tonight, man. You are killing me, Potato.
If it makes you feel better, one of the next things she says is that the bottom row is all the old researches.
But you see,
Okay.
this is just the interpretive portion of the video where we guess what Beck says, and we'll just talk over the video.
There you go. There we go. All right.
6 and above will want to
There we
head to
go.
the away team's research tree
What the
and
heck was
unlock
that?
the first level of Priority 1 assignments
Yay,
unlocked
bugs.
using your existing service awards. This gives you your first P1 ATA slot, outlined in gold in the away team's menu.
How pretty is that, by the way? Just want to throw this out. Couple of things to note here. All right. You have the new Priority 1 slots that are here at the top. These are obviously highlighted in gold. This particular test account has 4 slots unlocked, all right? You'll start with 1. You can get more, but these are the Priority 1 slots. Important to note that you are not losing original assignments, okay? You're getting new assignment slots, all right? And further, this is actually something that was very strong feedback in the very, very beginning, okay, regarding the rarity of original assignments where they all had white text. Now you're going to see gray text for commons, green for uncommon, rare, and epic. And I love this change. I kind of wish they would go back and fix that for all the others. But with these new priority ones, the actual text is in the color of the rarity, which I think is phenomenal.
From there, you'll defeat new Augment Exile hostiles to collect common hijacked splicers.
Sorry, I didn't mean to click that. My fault.
This gives you your first P1 ATA slot, outlined in gold in the Away Teams menu. From there, you'll defeat new Augment Exile hostiles to collect common hijacked splicers, exchange those for common Wrath credits in the Augment Faction store, use those credits to purchase the Away Teams exchange bundle, which gives you planetary charts, use planetary charts to launch Priority 1 assignments, and accelerate them with Away Team speedups and refresh tokens. Conveniently.
That was a lot. All right, so let's break
that
this
was the
down.
loop. There's the loop.
That's the loop, okay? We're going to break this down, and who better to give you actual graphics and design of loops than our very own Jules Verne, okay? I am going to show you what I'm allowed to show you. Yeah, this looks good. All right.
Are you okay with somebody like tickling you, or what was that?
No, I was just making sure that there wasn't anything here that I couldn't show you. All right. Greg McCain says,
when did you start caring about that?
Okay. All right. Listen, shush. Okay. That sounded like a lot of currencies, Greg McCain says. Is Mr. Tiger in charge of this? Why, yes, he is. Yeah. This is a Mr. Tiger arc, all right? Absolutely it is. All right, let's take a look at this screenshot right here. Here's the augment loop, okay? You're going to be hitting these hostiles here on the left, all right? He's got just a couple of them. For example, a hijacked Mayflower, a hijacked D7, a DY200 class. I don't even know what that is. Okay. We're going to be taking a look at this. Basically, you're going to be hunting these hostiles. You're going to be picking up these splicers from the hostiles. All right. As Beck just mentioned, you're going to then use these splicers to pull stuff in the store. I want to come back to Beck's image here and see if we can break this down just ever so slightly. Right. Let's see, where was the loop? Well, I might not find it right off. But yes, the splicers are stuff that you're going to pick up and then come in. Based on their rarity, there's going to be chests for you to pull with the splicers that are going to give you stuff. Now, I want to point out that we are seeing refresh tokens here, okay? Now, Kinky Boots says another loop. I don't know. Listen, there are hostiles, yes. Okay? There are hostiles, and I get it. I'm not a huge fan of that piece either. I would have liked to have done this expansion without the need for hostiles. However, based on what we're looking at here, we're not talking about huge amounts of currency. We're talking about literally like a couple of splicers that are going to come from these chests. All right. So, but it is important to note that refresh tokens are coming back in. All right. And they're going to be relatively commonly sourced. All right. In this chest. All right. So let's come back. I want to play this part back so that we can talk about these currencies. Here we go.
Which gives you planetary charts. Use planetary charts to launch Priority 1 assignments, and accelerate to collect common hijacked splicers.
Okay.
Oh,
Tarpy, no, there's a lot of currencies, and I'm trying to lay it all out. All right. So you hit the hostiles, you earn the splicers, then you're going to come in to the ATA store.
To the Augment Faction
To
store.
the Augment Faction store. Sorry, I said that incorrectly. Augment Faction store, you're going to spend the splicers. That's what we have here. These are common splicers, all right? You can see that a single chest in this particular test account, I do not know if these numbers are final, so don't freak out about it. You're looking at certainly an accelerated model, a stretch goal, if you will, for the double chest, and a single chest here at the smaller one, all right? We're earning additional reputation, which is going to matter in the Augment Faction store as well. We're getting extra reputation, and we're getting Wrath credits, okay? These Wrath credits are right here used in the Augment Faction store to claim new rewards and favors. I say new, all right, because you do still have the old Augment credits that are here for low players, newer players, all right? So are they unwinding Augment Loop Master? No, because you're still getting all that stuff, Gradumacated. You're still getting all of your original Augment Mastery stuff. These are new credits, okay? These are new credits that you will be able to pick up rewards and favors with inside the Augment Faction store. When you do that, you're picking up these credits, reputation, et cetera, Then you're going to come into the faction store, use those credits, which we just earned right here, all right? And we are going to pull the refresh tokens, extra trade XP, and more ATA speed-ups, okay? We're also going to use some of those credits to start... No, see, this is not correct. Let me look here. I want to listen to this. I want to listen to what Beck says here. Hang on. Because I think we missed a currency.
In gold in the away team's menu. From there, you'll defeat new Augment Exile hostiles to collect common hijacked splicers, exchange those for common Wrath credits in the Augment Faction store, use those credits to purchase the away team's exchange bundle, which gives you planetary charts.
All right, so she said that there were planetary charts, which I do not see in this particular screenshot here, okay? So just know that there is another currency that is not shown here called the planetary charts. These planetary charts are what is being used like the old rare or epic planetary, what were those things called? Let me come back into the game. I haven't run these in such a long time. What were those things called, Griffin?
I know what you're talking about. I could tell you these planetary charts, they look like a gold diamond with the gold shuttle pod in them. And you do get
star
them
charts, yeah,
by exchanging your common goods in the Augment store. You get these beautiful planetary shards. You do get away team speed ups, and you do also get the refresh tokens, all by pulling that common chest.
Now, there is something else to note. All right. Beck mentions that this thing is maxed. Okay, I see that. No, Kinky Boots, that's just different. You've not been earning planetary charts. This is a new currency. So this is what exists inside the game are star charts, rare star charts, and epic star charts, okay? Those are the old currencies. That's what these are right here. The new ones are called planetary charts. At this time, Cruzito, I am not aware of any plan to convert the old ones to the new ones, which would be super awesome, but I can promise you if they even did it, there would be such a premium on that because most of us probably have millions and millions.
Theoretically, you need both of them. You still need both of them anyway. You're still going to be running the original ATAs, and you're going to be running these new ATAs.
Nobody runs the original ATAs with these.
I do every day. What are you talking about?
With the star charts?
Sure.
Okay. Anywho, back into the video, I do also want to point out that there are a couple of different types of speed ups here. Okay. And this is important to note. I don't know if she mentions it, but you can see the traditional ATA speed ups that we've got here. We also are going to see a new style of speed up here. This is exclusive to you, G6 players. Okay. If you're G5 and down, then you are using all of the same ATA speed ups, which, by the way, is also awesome. Okay, that is fantastic. That is fantastic. If you are G5 and down, you're using the same ATA speedups that you always have. So if you've got thousands of hours of those built up, then you are at an amazing advantage when coming into these new assignments, all right? If you are G6 and you are completing G6 related assignments, Swift, all right? He says, I was right. Those are ATA Sigma speedups, and they are. But they are for a very specific set of assignments. You're not going to be limited to those, Swift. You can still do like G5 and lower assignments, but for some of the G6 assignments, they are going to require these, but they also pay really, really good. We're going to see, I don't know if Beck shows some of the rewards, but I'm prepared to show you a little bit about that tonight. We're going to see a decent number of ship parts, lots of materials, but some crazy officer sourcing that's going to come with this as well. So we're going to talk more about that coming up a little bit later. But these higher value assignments that are going to come in G6 are going to have their own speed up currency, and that's just because the value is significantly different there. Okay. Albert says, boo on G6 Sigma ATA speed ups. I'm not a big fan of it either, but Griffin, I almost understand why. I mean, I do understand why mathematically, but let me ask you guys the question. The ATAs that we've got now, players like K9 Tooth, like Cruzito, are going to say, we probably don't do a lot of those assignments, right? We probably don't do a lot of the assignments because they have a lot of stuff that we don't need, right? Or the stuff might be very small, very trivial in their value, and so it's not something that we would spend a lot of time doing, right? When this was being designed, admittedly, I was having conversations with Mr. Tiger about it, and Damon. You guys met Damon in the video that Beck did. It was my opinion at that time that I would rather have high value. All right. Swift, not exactly. I mean, yes, that's a thing, right? They're going to monetize it. But I also wanted to have a much higher value. Doman. I wanted to see a much higher value in these assignments. All right. And if the value was going to be there, then they were going to monetize it differently, Swift. All right, in fairness. They're going to have to monetize it. And by the way, I've never said that they shouldn't monetize. Okay, I've always defended their right to monetize stuff. But it better be worth it. All right? Cruzito, I don't think it was a bad compromise because you're talking about these new speed ups, which are going to be limited. You're starting from scratch. But we're also talking about chunks of officer shards, like big chunks, as in up to 100. I mean, you could literally earn 100 shards at a time, which I find to be high value. All right, I find that to be high value.
Imagine normal officer sourcing. Imagine it's the size of a Twinkie. Now you go to these new ATAs, and that Twinkie becomes the size of like half of New York City.
Now, Cruzito says, unless you have them all maxed. I mean, you don't have every officer maxed. You don't. All right, Vic says, which officers? There's a bunch of them. And actually, I'm going to show you which groups they are coming up here in just a minute. Swift says you have all their officers maxed. I mean, if you have every officer in the game maxed, then you win. I mean, that means you don't like the junker because you don't need ship parts. And that means you don't like what's the other ship that gives all the resources and stuff. I mean, it's, you know, that's
the bottom line is wait until tomorrow when you see all the officers. You're going to be happy.
I'm going to show you the officers tonight. All right. Anyway, the planetary charts are used to start the assignments, and then various forms of assignment. All right, various different assignments are going to give you the different rewards, whether it's officer shards, whether it is skill points, whether it is ship parts, whether it is materials, or whether it's the new research currency, which I can't remember the name of right off the top of my head. But there's also the research currency, like our service medals that came out. All right, so you're going to get the research medals as well to work your way through the store or through the research tree, which we're also going to talk about coming up here in just a couple of minutes. So let me continue with Beck's piece here now that we've pieced together those currencies, okay?
To purchase the Away Team's Exchange Bundle, which gives you planetary charts, use planetary charts to launch Priority 1 assignments, and accelerate them with Away Team speedups and refresh tokens, conveniently sourced from the same bundle. Each Priority 1 assignment comes in varying rarities, common, rare, and epic, and has been individually balanced for each ops grade, so you're earning appropriate rewards no matter your level. Standard completion gives you Pioneer's Crest, a new currency
that's the research right there. Pioneer's Crest. That's what I couldn't remember the name of right there. So you'll get those in some of the assignments, just like the traditional ATAs, where you'll be able to do those. Swift says, make me care about these new speed ups. Well, listen, don't buy them. You don't have to buy them. You can earn them. You're going to earn them every single day. So, I mean, that's fine. You don't have to spend money on them unless you find something of value. And that's where you'll see tomorrow, right? You'll see if there's assignments that you want to work on, then you might want to look at it. But we'll talk more about that when we see the complete list of assignments, which Jules already has amassed. All right, so we will tomorrow be able to list you. We'll be able to give you a chart with all of the new assignments.
that powers the updated research tree, and uncommon and rare materials and ship parts for G3 through G6. Critical successes? Those are bonus value on top of these rewards. Critical success can land you rare and epic officer shards from DS9, Strange New Worlds, NTE, and Section 31, Prime Dolomite, more Pioneer's Crest and high-value mats and parts, and even full officer unlocks from Special Conquest, rare P1 ATAs that offer sourcing for Fleet Commander Con, skill points, and more.
All right, there was a lot to unpack right there, and there is not graphics for all of this. All right, so I'm going to come back, and we're going to listen to what she said. Somebody jot this down for me real quick. Shelby says, I feel like this is a distraction to the debacle. It's the arc fall, bro. All right, it's not a distraction.
Oh, man.
Listen, I will tell you, I am still feverishly fighting the DTI fight. By the way, I still have my thing. Should I be putting it on? I should be wearing this tonight. I'm sorry. You're right, community. I apologize. I forgot to put on my protest badge. Let me put this on for me real quick. All right, there we go. All right, yeah.
You should read it again.
I forgot
the podcast audience.
Yes, sorry. For the podcast audience, I'm wearing my name badge that says #FreeDIT. And then I put an X through it, and I wrote DTI because no one seemed to call me out on it the other night. I accidentally misspelled DTI, and Tarpy called me out on it. So
that's okay for you to do, but somebody spells con wrong one time and it's mass hysteria.
Yeah, but I can't spell thing. All right, that's right. I can't spell. Thank you very much. Peregrine says, "Will the old ATA speed ups? Will the old ATA speed ups still be used?" Yes, Peregrine. Yes, they will. If you're G5 and down, that's all you will use. If you are G6. You will be able to use those on some of the earlier assignments, but some of the very, I'm going to say, richer G6 assignments are going to take those new ones. Okay. I don't have to write this down. I'm being told that the complete list of officers is in the blog, so I'm going to pull this up right now.
It's in the circle.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yes, I'm pulling that link down right now. Here we go. So here is the link. And let's see. Okay. Shakedown Crew, Starfleet Academy, Unimatrix 12, Lower Decks, Interceptor Strike Team, Battleship Strike Team, Explorer Strike Team, Mirror Universe, Strange New Worlds, Picard and Voyager, Enterprise E, NX-01, Galaxy Quest Symbiosis, Voyager 30th. In other words, guys, it's literally all of them.
All of them.
Strange New Worlds? Yes. Shakedown? Darwin? Yes. Billups? Yes. He's Lower Decks. Okay, come on, ask more. Mirror, yes. Darwin, really? Yes. Cruzito said these are all sourced other places. Cruzito, I am going to time you out, bro. Yes, they're sourced in other places. You are exactly right. At the great old rate of 1 to 2 to 3 officer shards a day. All right, so this is additional sourcing. Divine says, Darwin, don't you dare complain. People complain about freaking, what's her name? That mining officer?
McKinnon.
Mackinnon? Yeah, Mackinnon, McKinnon, whatever. All right. Tabby Moses says, Rev said it's supposed to be the greatest officer sourcing path in the game today, and Rev is right. Okay? Rev is absolutely right. This is a tremendous number of officer shards that are being sourced. We're talking, again, obviously lucky, okay, but up to 100 shards per assignment. Okay?
What?
Skeletor says, I would like more DeMarco. Great! Guess what? There is Galaxy Quest. Yay, DeMarco! All right, I am not... To be perfectly honest with you, I'm not dodging Tao, but I honestly don't know. I don't know if Tao's in here or not, to be perfectly honest with you. Is Tao? I don't think he is, actually.
I know Benny Hill's ghost. No pack buying for me. I understand. Thanks.
I don't know. Now, you guys, Jado says, until they nerf it because we're too fast. I think that's kind of the idea about the new Sigma speed-ups. Like, they don't want you going crazy fast, okay? But... you do have an opportunity to speed it up, but I mean, no, they're not going to source tier 5 epic officers in a month. All right. So, Riskbreaker says that's what the article says. Rev was just reading it. Well, wait, what are you talking about? Oh, Rev doesn't. No, I can tell you because Rev and I have talked. He does believe that this is the best officer sourcing that there has ever come in the game. I know he knows that. I know he believes that.
Well,
all right.
It's not a belief, it's a fact. But you got distracted. We were talking about Beck's little run-on sentence with the conquest and everything else. You got 40 minutes.
No, it wasn't. They were asking about what officer shards were in here. All right. And I said that I wanted to write it down, but I don't need to because all the groups are here. Okay. All the groups are here. So then you're coming back in. You're going to earn the research particles. All right. The conquests. Yeah, conquests are, think of those as the next tier above epic. All right, they're conquests. All right, these conquests are going to source Fleet Commander Con shards. All right, and they are also going to source his skill points. All right, so you're going to have present in the game right up front the opportunity to start grinding on Fleet Commander Khan. All right, which I think is great. Was I supposed to talk about Fleet Commander Khan? Let's continue.
G6.
I don't think we were.
Critical successes, those are bonus value on top of these rewards. Critical success can land you rare and epic officer shards from DS9, Strange New Worlds, NTE, and Section 31. Prime Dolomite, more Pioneer's Crest.
Prime Dolomite. Okay, there you go. Prime Dolomite, like that. More of the research particles here.
And high-value mats and parts. And even full officer unlocks from Special Conquest, rare P1 ATAs that offer sourcing for Fleet Commander Khan, skill...
Okay, she said Fleet Commander Khan. I can say that. Fleet Commander Khan, all right. Skill points for him as well.
Points and more. To improve your critical success rate, acquire...
Hey, look, a new officer. And while we're looking at it, yeah, Dolomite will be in there. Absolutely. All right. They are special conquests, Swift. You're absolutely right. That's literally what they're called, is conquest, Khan quests. All right. So, yeah, that's what they're calling them, and I love it. Now, it's Wrath of Khan. It's not woke, D-Sus. It is Wrath of Khan. Carol Marcus. Now, Jesus says, "Oh, come on, let me have it." No, it is. They are not. She is not woke. Listen, this the reason that this screen is up, by the way, which I know we don't see the. I don't see. Yeah, we're gonna call it Walk. All right, this is Walk Carol. Now, we don't get to see the officer ability in this, but I do want to point out these traits. You got it, Divine. New traits. Okay? And this is why I've kind of been teasing a little bit over the last few months, last couple of months, about your trait XP. Don't be burning it, all right? Because there are new traits. And the traits will use the same trait XP. No conversion.
Haha.
All right? No conversion, no change in currency. Your trait XP will still work. All right, which I think is also very, very good. So again, Swift and Cruzito are giving them fussy, that are being fussy about how, this sounds like they're monetizing. They had to monetize something. All right. And again, when I'm looking at this whole thing from the top down, these higher value assignments, that was where I felt like it would be appropriate, right? Because we're talking big value in some of these things. And that is subjective, right? You might like it, you might not. The great news is you get to decide what assignments you want to do, which is what's been great about ATAs all along. You get to decide whatever assignments that you want to invest in, whether it's for ship blueprints, whether it's for officers, whether it's for this specific officer. All right? Because the different assignments will award different specific officers, not a choice token. All right? They're going to award a specific officer, just like the ATAs do now. All right? So, and Durr says if we roll them. Well, yeah, just like it is now. But guess what, Durr? Now we have daily sourcing on refresh tokens. That's also good. All right? Daily sourcing on research tokens, all right? So, or refresh tokens. So you will have a better chance, Durr, at rolling them or re-rolling them now that you will have an opportunity to get some more refresh tokens, okay? So, but anyway, the new traits using the same trait XP. I think that's important to note, okay? Back to it.
New officers released in this arc and max out their traits. They make a major difference. So, how do you get started with P1 ATAs?
I also want to point out very quick before we get into this piece, Griffin, that during the playtest, I ran some of these new ATAs, and wow on the stats. Okay, I remember in the very, very beginning of original ATAs that some of the highest players in the game weren't able to like get these big bonuses out of the ATAs. Do you remember that? Like they couldn't even max them out.
Yeah.
They couldn't get the 100%. We're back there. All right. In my opinion, we're back there. Maybe some of you big whales out there have the stats possibly to do this. I don't know. But some of these assignments have significantly higher stat requirements. So, there's going to be new stats. There's going to be new stat research that comes, but we're not working off the same. Cruzito says, and you like that? Oh my God, Cruzito, I'm gonna put you to bed.
He is
I'm gonna
so grumpy today.
He is grumpy today.
Cruzito.
I'm gonna put you to bed. Okay. Yes, because again, it becomes mathematically challenging. All right, you're gonna have to choose between traits and between stats, at least until you get better. Okay? And I'm going to point out, too, that unlike original assignments, the primary value of these ATAs is what? What?
Are we going too far? Are we going too far?
No, we're not. She already said it. The primary value in these assignments is in the core rewards. Okay? The traits for your crit chance, that's bonus. Okay? That's bonus. But in my opinion, the primary rewards, which I think is unlike the original ATAs. The original ATAs was the opposite. If you didn't crit, it wasn't worth it. Okay? So with these, I feel like Doman put a lot of the value in the core rewards, which I actually like that a lot better. So now there's going to be a little bit of choice. It'll give you something to work towards, but it also gives you a little bit of strategy up front. Do I want to focus on traits for a critical reward that I like, or do I want to focus on the core rewards, which is going to be stats? Okay? So I think that is going to be different. Shelby says, you mean the original assignments really sucked? Well, no, because a lot of people still do them, Shelby. And again, for you guys who are the 70s, I don't expect you guys to be excited about anything. All right. I mean, I just don't. you haven't been excited for months. You guys want to be excited about G8.
I'm excited.
Yeah, but you're weird. All right. Shelby says, I never did them. And I'll tell you why, Shelby. All right. You never did original ATAs because you never needed the currency that they sourced because you bought it. All right. In fairness, you never were short on materials because you paid for them. All right. You weren't short on Latinum, right? Because you bought it. All right. And you weren't short on officers because you bought them. All right. So, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just simply saying ATAs are a grinder's paradise. They have been. Even up until now, the rainbow ATAs are wildly valuable to low spend and free to play players. All right. But these new ones are going to open up officer sourcing, and maybe it's not for G6 and G7 players. All right. Maybe it's not. All right. But I know that ATAs have been a phenomenal source of sourcing of officer, not great on officers, but it's phenomenal on ship blueprints, on Latinum especially, certain officer shards like the Borg Tribble. All right, that was a big one that was in there. So this is opening this up and doing a lot more there. And I really genuinely don't feel like I'm shilling for it. I like the rewards that I've seen. Okay? And people talk about Latinum. People talk about Latinum all the time. And there's more Latinum going to be coming in these new assignments. All right? So, anywho, yeah, that's right. Latinum. That's what, look at the chat right now. Everybody is talking about it. Shelby says, as long as I can equalize my billups. Well, billups is in there. So if that's what you want to focus on, there's your assignment. Shelby, as a G6 level 70 player, there, you just found an assignment that you're excited about. You'll be able to do assignments for billups. Okay. There you go.
And refresh until you get it, we believe.
Well, I mean, you'll be able to refresh, but I think you're only going to be able to earn like 100 of those a day, which is one refresh a day. All right. Now, you can bank them just like we do on other stuff. You're not allowed to do that, Griffin. He's not allowed, Tarpy. You can't buy any ATA or Fleet Commander Con stuff this month. Just saying. All right. Continuing with Beck's video, because we're actually doing pretty good on time. Let's keep going.
Your entry point into the system is through combat. The new system hostiles and revenge hostiles in Augment Space drop the items needed to fuel P1 ATAs. That loop leads straight into the Augment faction expansion, where you'll gain access.
All right, let's take a quick peek here at this store. And I will let Beck finish her sentence, but this is big, and I want to go through this. This is massive. Ladies and gentlemen, Dry Dock G is now grindable. It's about damn time. It is about damn time. All right. Hey, I do have a quick question since I have Beck in the audience. Beck, quick question for you if you don't care. If a player has Dry Dock G, will this roll over and give them Dry Dock H? Just out of curiosity.
No.
Well, I mean, it's one of the paid dry docks, but what if you bought one already? Would it let you, I mean, does it let you unlock one of the, you know what I'm saying?
I would be surprised, but maybe.
Dude, you know what? Man, Potato's rough tonight. Oh, there he is. Yeah, none of my sound boxes are working or anything. Okay, Tarpy. Isn't this something that you always fuss at me about and then correct me when I say there is sourcing? There is sourcing. The Tantalus field is in here. The Tantalus field is here.
Well, I have a question on this too.
Okay.
Because I'm happy about that one.
The Slipstream is in here. The Slipstream is here. Yes! All right, see, I'm hitting buttons and they're not actually working. I'm not. Did you hear
them?
Did you hear that?
Like, what is smattering
that
that
one
was?
little clap at the very end? I'm telling you, man, I got
man.
problems over here tonight. Anyway, all right, the Slipstream is in there. That's great news for a player like me. All right, the Glavin is in there. Tarpy, I'm pretty sure that was previously.
I'm so positive.
Thank you.
I'm full of positive energy.
So-
That was previously paid only. All right, Tarpy, go ahead with your question.
Is the original tricorder in there too? So that's a question that we can't see from this,
I don't see.
because that was the pair of them.
I don't see it. Let's see if she scrolls. Let's see if we can go through more. No way, dude. I'm having this is Potato. Potato is having issues tonight. Now Beck's muted again. All right, let
mashed?
Huh? I didn't do.
Is it mashed?
Is it mashed? What is that? Oh God,
Your
no!
potato.
Stop it. All right. Let me try to back this up just for a second and see if we can get Beck back.
Hostiles
There
in
we go.
Augment Space drop the items needed to fuel P1 ATAs. That loop leads straight into the Augment faction expansion, where you'll gain access to new reputation brackets, Patron, Avenger, Superior, and Exile, cost efficiency favors that enhance research, cargo, build and repair speeds, hostile.
Let's take a look over here at some of these new favors. Increasing base cost efficiency of G3 materials, and I think there's a G4 and a G5. Increase cost efficiency of resources on research, resources on ships, materials on G5 and G6 research, materials on station, materials on ship, ship parts. All right, lots and lots of efficiency here. Tons of efficiency. Okay.
Loot and sourcing from G3 to G6.
By the way, very interesting. Listen, this is a research, and we are going to have Doman and God bless. These buttons are all messed up tonight. We're going to have Doman.
What the heck is going on?
Dude, I'm telling you, like, it's just FUBAR. Like, everything is malfunctioning. We are going to have Doman and Mr. Tiger on the show Thursday. Okay? We're going to have both of them live on the show Thursday. G6 parts efficiencies? Yes, Cruzito. Yes. Okay? G6.
Oh, now Crusader's happy all of a sudden.
G6 parts efficiencies. Yes, they are here. Okay?
Yay,
and
bugs.
we are going to, when Tiger and Doman are here, we're going to talk to them a little bit, but I'm also going to talk to Jules tomorrow night, because you see this one right here, Augment Hunter. Some of you guys very well may want to look at this one early, because this is the efficiency inside this new loop. This is going to get you more research faster, okay? Or more access to more favors faster, because there's more reputation. Also, I don't know if we're going to get to see it, and we'll go back. Let's see, what's our timestamp? 2:48. I want to go back to the research tree that we saw here a little bit ago. Right here. This one, guys. Priority 1, Pure Pioneer Crest. Tiger told me to draw your attention to this, because in true Tiger form, he's giving you your efficiency right up front. Okay? So right here. This, and if you remember back in the original ATA, I'm pretty sure there was something like this, but it was towards the end. Here, you are getting your ATA research. These are the Pioneer Crest research efficiencies right up front. So there's going to be a couple of things that you might want to focus on early as far as improving your efficiency inside the loop. You're going to have the research currency efficiency here, and you're also going to have favors in here for the extra reputation from the augments. All right? So that's going to be important stuff. Cruzito, I can't see. Here we go. Level 1. I can't see the whole thing because I don't think she expands it, but Cruzito, level 1 of the 5-level favor is 50% G6 ship part efficiency. So if I had to guess, and I am only guessing, it's got to be more than 100. It's probably going to be between 150 and 250, if I'm guessing. Maybe higher. It's a 5-level, and level 1 is 50%. Okay? So that's not nothing either. Let's continue on.
loot and sourcing from G3 to G6, and the most extensive officer sourcing system in Star Trek Fleet Command to date, including new officer packs and officer choice tokens for targeting the officers you actually want.
Oh, you know what? So I might stand corrected earlier. There are choice tokens in here. Wrath choice tokens used to unlock your choice of officer. That's big.
A specific set of officers, yes. Mhm.
Yeah, that is very significant. Okay, I did not remember seeing that in my preview. So yeah, so you're going to get some officers through here, but you're also guaranteed to get some of these tokens, which will end up giving you a full pull later on, which that's great. That's phenomenal. All right, let's continue.
Targeting the officers you actually want. At the core of the refresh is the revamped away team's research tree. Now completely reorganized for easier browsing, the older ones sit along the bottom row. All new nodes are placed at the top, clearly highlighted, and you'll also find a new button on the away team screen that takes you directly to the research tree. No more back and forth tapping. What's in the new research? Unlock additional P1 ATA slots. Slot 2 comes from defeating champion hostiles, while slots 3 and 4 are tied to new primes. Massive combat buffs, including one that boosts Apex Shred in both
Apex Shred. Such a stupid mathematical component.
Oh, here we go again. You and your pouting about Apex Shred.
Shred.
both PvE
Listen,
and
it
PvP,
evolves
and
like
new
that.
officer cost efficiency nodes for DS9, Strange New Worlds, NT, and Section 31, reducing the cost of sourcing and upgrading these elite crew members.
Okay, right here. Big time new tech, everybody. Brand new tech in the game. Just like we have efficiencies that will reduce the cost of artifact shards, these new researches will reduce the cost of officer shards needed to tier them up. So instead of it always being 100 or 120 shards to unlock an epic, all right, these researches will affect specific crew groups, and they will reduce the number of shards that it takes to tier and or unlock these officers.
I like it.
Cruzito, I'm not whining about free access to Apex Shred. I just hate Apex Shred. I think it messes stuff up. I know you love it, but whatever. I don't like it. All right. That being said, you're right. I'm glad that it is being sourced freely. I am. I am. I just don't like the mechanic as a whole. Okay, I don't like it mechanic as a whole. So yeah, Stradalorian describes it as officer mastery. This is going to scale back the ramping tier up cost of the latest generation of rares and all the officers, okay? All of them. Yes, I'm very anti-Apex Shred. I don't like it. But you'll look here. You see TNG crew, Ferengi crew, Borg crew, 5 of 11 specifically. This is a very, very interesting one right here. I want you guys to look at this one. Benjamin Sisko, Miles O'Brien, okay? Hugh. These are special ones. Let's see if Beck talks about them.
And Section 31, reducing the cost of sourcing and upgrading these elite crew members. The away team store has also been refreshed to bring value in.
She doesn't. Some of these bundles. Can I say this? I can say this, right? No, she didn't say it. I probably shouldn't say it. Let me look in the blog post. Let me just look in the blog post real quick and see if it's written about in the blog post. Because these are very special, these certain bundles.
They are.
They are. It's not in the blog post either.
Well, you know, they're special.
They're special. They're special. Let's see if we can surmise. Let me see if we can surmise what they do. Listen, we see some of these, right? The allocation. All right. These are the research nodes that are going to improve your efficiency towards these. All right. But if it just simply says, oh, sorry, you can't see.
Drop the shovel. She's typing in caps. She's typing in caps.
She's typing in caps. Stop talking. All right. It's only 4 hours. Why can't I? Anyway, so you look at this node, TNG crew allocation. These are the nodes. These are the nodes that make it cheaper. These are your efficiencies towards reducing the cost of shards that it's going to take for these officers to unlock. All right? But this node is labeled differently.
Oh, no.
It just says recruit 5 of 11. Recruit Hugh. Recruit Benjamin Sisko. I'm just reading what's on the screen. You guys draw your own conclusions.
In Section 31, reducing the cost of sourcing and
It is a very interesting difference in wording, Shiz. I concur. Oh, no. Beck, she says, I gave you guys the most detailed preview ever, and it's not enough. No, I'm not saying that. I am just reading what's on the screen. I am very happy with this preview. As a matter of fact, see, you missed it at the beginning of the show. Griffin and I decided that we don't have to do Arcfall videos anymore because you do such a damn good job at it.
Oh, don't rope my name in any of this. I have nothing to do with anything that just happened in the last 5 minutes. I'm just sitting here.
No, I was talking about, like, me. I feel that our time is better spent analyzing and dissecting it versus trying to spend 10 hours to produce a video of the same stuff you already released. I think it's great, and I love that you did. And this is what Beck is probably hinting at. I don't think she's actually upset because Beck loves dropping the Easter eggs. She loves it. She loves it more than anything. She puts these screenshots in these videos very well on purpose. Very, very much on purpose. So for these researches right here to be present, all right, means something. Guys, this is an Easter egg. Okay? Dwell on it, discuss, think about it, and love on it. And we'll be able to tell you more about that coming up in a few hours, okay?
for DS9, Strange New Worlds.
You go,
Things that make you go, Things that make you go. That's right, Shiz. The wording is very particular.
Massive combat buffs, including one that boosts Apex Shred in both PvE and PvP, and new officer cost efficiency nodes for DS9, Strange New Worlds, NT, and Section 31, reducing the cost of sourcing and up.
By the way, look over here. Look over here. Hey, Shelby, I don't know if you can see this. You were asking about being able to work on Billups easier. I see lower decks crew allocation. That means that you'll be able to get Billup shards and get him tiered up even cheaper. Here's strike team crew allocation. Things that make you go,
Upgrading these elite crew members. The away team.
Billups is not lower decks. You're right, Raj. He's actually strike team, isn't he?
But he is also lower decks.
But he is also lower decks.
Game Store has also been refreshed to bring value at every level, G3 through G6. Expect better sourcing, expanded materials, and smarter exchange options no matter where you...
What the hell am I looking at inside ATA Store? Is that G6 blueprints? What? Am I seeing G6 and G5 blueprints in the ATA Store? How interesting. How interesting. Oh, yeah. Also, they've got the new faction elite tokens in there, too. I'm kidding. I shouldn't be making fun of those. God, I hate those recruit tokens, too. But maybe
they're great. Listen, they're great sourcing.
Maybe there's hundreds. Maybe there's thousands. Okay, maybe there's a bunch in there. That would be great. All right, maybe they will actually be made to be great. All right, that would be fantastic. Let's take a look
now
at
you're
some
on Dream Street for sure.
No, let's look at some of the other items that are in here. Ooh, Sigma. I wonder what's in the Sigma chest. Interesting. I love all these things that Beck just leaves in these videos. All right. Yeah, we got a Sigma chest. Wonder what's in there. Okay. Look, Armada. Do those look like rare tactical cores? They could be. I don't know. Possibly. Maybe. I don't know. I see faction credits, reputation, and elite tokens, along with more research medals.
That's the armory things too.
Look at all that. I see galactic recruit tokens down here. There's war room upgrade materials.
That's not war room.
This one right here. Are you sure?
That's armory. That's
Armor.
armory.
Oh, it looks
I'm
like
sure.
Okay. Yeah, don't doubt Tarpy. Don't doubt Tarpy. All right, let's see what else is in here.
Value at every level, G3 through G6. Expect better sourcing, expanded materials, and smarter exchange options no matter where you are in game. We've also added 2 new quality of life features. Number 1, auto-assign officers. Just tap the auto-assign button and the game will prioritize assignments based on critical success chance, overall success rate, and reward multipliers. This is a major time saver, but remember, it might not always align perfectly with your priorities, so feel free to tweak.
This is super important right here, okay? I got to play with this in playtest, and it's awesome, okay? I love it. It saves me time. But like any automated calculation, it is using stats. I'm going to tell you right now, it is using the best combination of officer stats to focus on your key success, your core success. Okay? Riskbreaker says auto assign is trash. I will disagree. And here's why, though. Here's why, Riskbreaker. I said this about 20, 30 minutes ago, so I'm going to say it again. In the new assignments, the core rewards, in my opinion, have the most value. Okay? Which means I am going to want the highest bonus multiplier up here to focus on these rewards. All right? Let's use this assignment. This is a perfect assignment as an example. All right? This particular assignment shows 3 Pelia shards in the crit chance and 40 rare battleship parts. Okay? That, to me, on this particular assignment, is not as valuable as maybe the ship parts, the uncommon ship parts over here, but maybe on this particular assignment, even the research medals. All right? Angry Magoo says, remember, below 100%, it can fail. That's exactly right. Okay? The guy...
Just ask Bubba Joe.
Just ask Bubba Joe. That's right. All right? They can fail under 100%. If this little one right here, and I'm sorry for the podcast audience, look in your normal ATA. You know how we've taken it for granted for the last couple of years. If you look up in the top right corner, you got that ×1. If it's green, you're guaranteed success. But if you go back to the beginning of ATAs, and we're looking now at basically a new refresh, that is not necessarily guaranteed. Okay? So the auto assign is using stats. Okay? Riskbreaker says we've already got a filter. You've got a filter for traits. You've got a filter for power and stats and certain categories. But this is, and besides, that filter only filters the officers at the bottom. This button is going to give you 1 extra 30-second savings, all right, which I will appreciate. An extra 30-second savings at pulling up the best combination of officers, regardless of trait, by the way, to obtain your key stat. Now, we talk about, Griffin, certain little things that the developers will sometimes throw in to let us know what the priority is in this feature. For example, when we were looking at the Revenant, when it first came out, right? And we were looking and we saw that extreme damage buff. Well, then we know, hey, damage is key. So what are we going to do to get up damage? We're going to do extra isolytic. We're going to make sure we got critical. We're going to make sure we got hull breach, right? You focus on attack, all right? When you look at other ships that have tremendous amounts of barrier, then you're going to be looking at defense and things like that, all right? They're showing us right here, in my opinion, and I've seen the table, they're showing us, they're giving you guys a little bit of a hint that the core value in these assignments are being flipped. It's not in the critical chance anymore. It's up here at the top. Now, this is not, by the way, the most amazing assignment that they could have shown. Okay? But it is also only an uncommon. All right. An uncommon G6 assignment that is going to give 1,600 uncommon parts. Now, this is also a great example of showing one of the G6 assignments because you get to see the timer down here. Okay. This timer is showing 5 days. I did voice my opinion on the timers. These assignments, some of them will go up to 15 days.
Well, you know.
Which, yeah, good Lord. Okay. That's a long time to lock the officers up. Okay. Long time. So this is why part of our strategy, and Jules is going to talk about this, part of our strategy is going to be, you're going to want to do this carefully and you know, save your speed ups for when you might be able to not lock up an officer. Now, when you go back and you look at those bundles, okay, guys, don't hang on to this. By the way, the 15 days one are like the super high. I say up to. They're not all that way. You guys chill out. Those are the super high rewarding ones, like the big ones, all right? Most of them are going to be between 5 and 10. All right? Almost all of them. I shouldn't have probably said up to 15, but those are the big mega ones, all right? So, yeah, Omicron, that's where the monetization is, and they're going to be selling the speed ups, and that's where you're going to want to be saving some of these. Now, when you come back, what's our timestamp here? 4:11. When you come and you look at these chests that were in the store, you will see that you guys are earning.
That's a big one right there. That's impressively large.
Look, you guys have the opportunity in these chests right here to earn day-long assignments already, 12-hour assignments, 4-hour speed-ups. So you're not going to, you're going to earn these speed-ups decently. Are you going to want to buy extras? Sure, you're going to want to buy extras. All right? That's the part of this loop that I was talking about earlier. You're not going to tier 5 max an officer in a month. Diza says, I don't see what the issue is. I think the assignment time is a little bit long. Amber Laterra.
Do people use all of their officers all the time?
Well, here's the thing, Tarpy. I wouldn't leave an officer locked up like that all the time. Do people really have no ATA speed ups out there? Do you guys have no ATA speed ups? Because I have some. I don't blow them, but I imagine eventually, probably not right up front, but eventually I'm going to have a surplus of ATA speed ups like I've got now. Omicron says, I don't have that many. And Alicia says, I'm out. All right. Count DeVille says, I have no Sigma ATA speed ups, as do I. All right. But my point is, I think that you're going to build some of those up over time. And just like every one of Tiger's arcs. All right. I'm gonna call you guys out on this. When has Tiger really ever let you down with sourcing of the premium currencies? All right, really, truthfully. You look at his last one, which was Mirror Universe. The premium tokens, he came out with that. Liquid D, he fixed that. All right. He's always got a plan. All right. There might be a pain point right up front, but I also don't think that you're going to be banging through 15-day assignments up front either. What, Griffin? You're mad. He's mad because he can't buy the speed ups. That's the only thing he's mad about.
No, I'm mad because I got paired in an arena against Jonathan Ingram.
There you go. All right, listen, we've only got a couple minutes left to go through the rest of this video. We have less than 60 seconds left on the video. So let's see. I think we're moving right on time, Tarpy. Let's continue.
This is a major time saver, but remember, it might not always align perfectly with your priorities, so feel free to tweak. Number 2 is a quick link to the research tree. From the away team screen, jump straight to the research tree with a single tap. And while it's not new, we recommend toggling Disable Frequent Game Animation under General Settings.
I do not recommend that, but Scopely is welcome to recommend that. I do not recommend that. Did they fix the flyout issue in the faction stores? I don't think they did. Tarpy says keep moving. Okay, keep on swimming. Just keep swimming.
Dramatically speeds up the away team's experience, which is highly recommended. The Away Team's refresh is more than just an update. It's a full system evolution. You've got Priority 1 assignments, you've got Conquest, you've got smarter research, meaningful rewards, and quality of life features to support it all. Whether you're G3 or G6, there's value here for everyone, and it's only going to grow from here. Let us know in the comments what you're looking forward to most. We'll catch y'all on launch day. Live long and prosper.
Hey, look, we didn't even have like a full 60 seconds there. There we go. Okay. Now, at this point, I am going to hop in and answer some questions. We've only got about 10 minutes before we're supposed to hand off to the Warp Drive 5. I am going to try to answer some questions. Tarpy, if you'll help me with some of the questions, I'm also going to be looking at some of the data that Jules has got for me. I can't share a lot of this yet. So we'll be sharing a lot more of it tomorrow.
People are asking if you really just watched a video in under 2 hours.
Yes.
Why is that guy green?
Because he was mad and somebody asked for it. I'll fix it.
Does the rep for the Botany Bay archive or the Augment archive count like Syndicate, or are we going to have to start accumulating?
I don't know. I actually did ask that question. I have no idea. Let me ask you this. Does Spock's Club track it as an inventory item? If Spock's Club
You're
tracks...
the one with the computer.
I mean, I'm looking through data. All right, hang on.
You can't be bothered.
No, I'm just saying, like, I was looking at other stuff. All right, let's see. Where is it? Inventory. Where's inventory? God bless it.
Pong, the spreadsheet can probably come out when maintenance is done.
Yeah, I can't release the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet has everything. All right, I mean, like tons. Where's oh, I'm not on the right site. Next dots. Okay, I was going to say I don't see anything. Okay, inventory. Augment. Okay, I'm going to assume not, because here is my augment reputation in my account. It shows 1 million. Is that the max? Yeah. I'm at the cap. So I'm going to say no. Okay? I'm going to say no. Is the augment store going to be repopulated? Yes. Yes, it's going in the augment faction store. Okay? Is Fleet Commander Khan going to be Fleet Commander Lorca level power for PvP? Yes. Yes.
Is Khan better than Lorca?
Depends on what you want him for. Lorca's PvE. Khan will be focused on PvP. Strider says, is there an ability like Lorca's Fist? Yes.
So then Hamsam has a question.
Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting for questions. I'm looking at data. I'm not reading chat.
Okay. Will Khan need to be slot 1 to be able to use him for that ability? And I would go with yes, because that's the whole point of that first seat.
Sure is. All of his on-duty skills can be in any slot, but if you want to use the active ability, then he'll have to be in slot 1.
Beck is
what?
Guising us.
Oh, okay. All right. General questions. My leash is being tugged.
I think
is it possible to beat Jonathan Ingram and I kill you in an arena together? No, it is not.
No. Oh.
I think it's more all of this stuff will come out for everybody in the next few hours. Like, she made a comment, like, all of this will be out in 4.5 hours. Like, we're just excited.
Yeah, we're all excited. Like, are there questions about anything that you saw in the video or anything that I can answer there? Because there are more patch notes coming that I'm not gonna keep answering all that. Just a couple more questions. But is there anything that you guys saw in the video that you would like to ask about? Oops.
Riskbreaker had a question earlier.
Okay.
maybe an hour ago, Risk Breaker. I don't remember if it got answered. People are asking if we get a ship this month. I would imagine that that's next month, but I don't know.
A ship. Well, was there a ship in the video?
Well, who knows?
Let's see. Well, so this was answered. Less from Voltron. Will Trade XP, the old stuff, still be used for the new ones? And that is
yes.
As far as DJs knows, yes.
We did confirm that. Yes.
Okay.
Any new masteries planned?
Okay, so
don't know.
Yep.
That wasn't in the video.
This is the aircraft.
I'm gonna look at something else. Somebody says look at the research tree again. I'm gonna look at the research tree again.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, Rick Breaker. I think some of the questions in the chat have been answered by other sources, and I don't necessarily know how official they were.
All right, let's
or
look.
if it was on that one website I got pulled down.
What research are you guys asking me to look at? I just put it up on your screen. What research are you guys wanting to look at?
We do have Arcfall in a few hours, as we all
it.
know. We do have a game design interview planned for Thursday. So if you open the game this morning, download it tomorrow morning, have a question, feel free to shoot me a DM in Discord or DJs or both, and we can try to get that question answered on Thursday as we tackle the Arcfall together, DJ.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, even after tomorrow night, like I'm sure a lot of our questions are going to come tomorrow night when we're actually starting to play this thing, and then that's when we're going to have Doman and Tiger on the show Thursday, and they're going to be talking very much like Tiger always does. I actually had a chance to meet with Tiger this past week, and as did Griffin. And what's great about Tiger is that he loves coming on and talking about his design process. He loves talking to you guys about the intention. He loves talking to you guys about what he envisioned when he built it. And he also loves hearing how you guys twist it. That is something he tells me every single time. He was like, listen, there's this way of playing it that I didn't conceive when I was building it, and the community has found something. He loves when you guys find that kind of strategy. So we're going to have some questions for him when he comes on Thursday, but he's also going to be looking to you guys. So just like he usually does, he's going to come and provide his design insights and so forth, and it'll be a lot of fun. Sugar Fat Man says, did Tiger break his record for the most new currencies in an arc? No,
he did not. He did not.
No, he did not break his record. That is still held by...
Breaking news. Beck just did her own little leak in the chat.
Beck leaked?
She did.
I got to find it now.
A little independent archives news.
I can't read. Oh, there it is. This
Divorce.
month, the Devore. The Devores. She wrote both of them. Devore and Fisha are being added to... Nice. Okay, very good. I like that.
So Beck does like leaks.
See, Beck loves leaks. How about that? Okay.
More or less than plants. I don't know.
Beck likes leaks. Okay.
Oh, leek is a plant.
It was seen in one of the videos. Which one, Ham Sam? I didn't see it in this one.
The other video.
There's a 20-minute video talking about the next 4 ships.
She did an interview with Doman. I haven't had a chance to finish watching that one yet. It's a 20-minute.
I haven't finished watching that yet
it's
either.
a 20-minute video, and it would take us like 6 hours to get through that one. Maybe we'll break through that one on Thursday. No, Thursday's game design. Maybe this coming weekend we'll break through that one. The Captain's Log episode. We'll break it down.
Oh, and look at that, DJs. We're out of time.
Hey, see? We did a good time. Look at that, Tarpy. You thought we couldn't be done with Beck's video. All right, I still want to know what you guys are asking for in this research tree. Tell me specifically what you're asking. I don't know.
So
they keep saying, look at the research tree.
I can't believe you couldn't last 2 more minutes.
I don't need 2 more minutes. It's time to go to the warp drive.
Freaking out.
It's time to go.
About everything.
Is
Is Scribbler on? because it's on Scribbler's channel.
I don't know. Cruzito says, Beck, any plans on giving VIP a sneak peek at the dev interview? What? First of all, that's a very sore subject with me, Cruzito. Shame on you. Second of all, what dev interview? The one that's already on YouTube that everybody can watch? That one? Or the one that's coming up on Thursday? No, because it's live and it's mine. All right. There you go. Cruzito. It's a very sensitive
Always
topic.
causing trouble. Yeah. See, and there he was just stalling. Now it's 11:02, and he's won his own bet that you wouldn't finish on time.
No, I hereby veto that because we were done. We were done on time. Now we're just hanging out.
We're just waiting for the next show to ramp up, to warp in here.
Are the old ATAs getting better rewards? No. Actually, that's not true.
Okay, apparently Scribbler's on.
Yeah, I will explain.
If you believe Guru Meditation.
I'll explain more on that later, but yeah, I'm not going into any detail on that. But actually, my initial answer is not true. There will be a few enhancements. Super secret surprise enhancements. Okay. Let me go check. So
Putz has one question.
yeah.
For the officer efficiencies, are they nested prerequisites?
All right. So, man, I just closed. You know what? I just
You
closed
can
it.
answer this. We'll find out in 5 hours.
We could talk about that tomorrow. Let's talk about nested prerequisites tomorrow.
Well,
Okay, how about
let's just look very
schedule,
quickly.
so
We
tomorrow?
can look very, very quickly and just see if there's lines on it. All right, pulling up the research tree.
Yes, Benny Hill, we will be streaming tomorrow.
Yes, we're
Arcfall.
streaming tomorrow for Arcfall.
I believe Jules Verne has a presentation planned. If not, we have his data planned. Oh,
Hey,
Black, go
Black,
free.
thank you.
for the gifted.
Thank you for dropping 5 gifted.
10? That's 15 tonight.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I do see a few prerequisite lines in here. Okay. Not connecting everything though, but I do see some. And obviously we don't know how deeply they're nested. All right. And I don't even think I know that at this point. But there are some lines. So you're probably going to have to, and it wouldn't be wildly surprising if you have to work through the level ones, right? Wouldn't be super surprising if you had to work through the level ones. So, I wouldn't be wildly shocked if you have to do that, but I do not know how deeply they're nested. All right, so that's not something that we'll look at here this evening. But I am looking at a few things that. Oh wow! Okay, I'm gonna leave you with this. This is. I'm not going to show you this graphic. So, podcast audience, you're not missing anything. I'm going to leave you with this. Jules Verne, by the way, who has been breaking down this whole thing for days, okay? Tons of math, tons of charts. And by the way, we're going to talk to Doman about this on Thursday, Griffin, because Jules and Doman were sending charts back and forth. Like, this was one of the nerdiest things I've ever seen. Okay, honest to God. Like, I witnessed this, and they're sending charts, he's sending charts, and he's sending charts. And Jules is getting really excited about his charts because you know he always does. All right, Jules loves his charts.
Yeah.
Guys, on one of Jules's charts, he has huge font, and it says up to 80 shards every 2 days.
It's a lot of shards.
Up to 80 shards every 2 days.
See, you take the size of this Twinkie, and you got to imagine how big the Twinkie is.
I mean, I don't doubt Jules. I don't know where 80 shards every 2 days comes from, but that is the title slide on his presentation tomorrow, is up to 80 shards every 2 days. And Kill, I don't think it's going to be nerfed because him and the designer were building this. All right. What are you doing, Griffin? What are you doing?
I'm demonstrating the size of the Twinkie.
Oh,
It's a
I
big
got
Twinkie.
you. Got you. Big Twinkie. All right. All right. That's right, Domo. That's
Okay.
what the slide says. That is your sneak peek into tomorrow. All right, that's your sneak peek into tomorrow's content. Jules Verne claims up to 80 shards every 2 days. I mean, tell me where else you're getting 80 shards every 2 days.
This isn't just the G6.
Huh?
Nothing. I'll talk about it on Tuesday.
What? What did you say? I just couldn't hear you. The sound was loud.
Not everything is just for G6.
Why? Who's
Like,
complaining?
This is for
Cruzito? Cruzito!
everybody.
Oh, Wristbreaker
No.
says so 80
Cruzito's-
transporter patterns every 2 days. Maybe. All right, maybe.
Don't have to do it if you don't want to.
That's right.
Just don't do it.
You don't have to do it if you don't wanna. Listen, you guys said you didn't want another loop. If you don't care about the new ATAs, then you don't have to kill the new hostiles. How about that? That's great. Like,
Oh,
here's
yeah,
how
just
that
stop
works.
there.
yeah, if you don't want to do the new assignments, then you don't even have to kill the new hostiles
Oh
at
my
all.
God.
There you go.
Hot seat.
Great. Tin Man says fail. Okay. I don't think it's a fail.
Well, it's an easy solution to the problem.
Oh my
if you ask me.
It really is.
Why don't we completely pass judgment hours
That's
before
what
we
we
even
do.
see the entirety of the content?
Hey, Tabby
Oh, yeah,
Moza.
it's great.
Tabby Moza says, I actually love the thought of the rewards of this loop, which is not necessarily officer shards, but the efficiencies.
There are a lot of
a
efficiencies
lot
as we
of
will learn
efficiencies.
together tomorrow on
We saw all those
Twitch
favors.
and Trek.
Saw all those favors. We did. Dragon Keeper, your opinion doesn't count. Never. It never counts.
It's trash.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us here on Talking Trek. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out here tonight on this, the Arcfall Eve presentation. I hope that you got a little bit of information that was helpful to you. And at this particular point, we are going to press the button and we are going to raid on over to the Warp Drive 5. Who is hosting other than our wonderful and lovely Scribbler? That is where we're going. She is hosting the Warp Drive 5 tonight, and they will carry you through the overnight. Don't forget to check out Ultravetica after the Warp Drive 5 wraps up. And as you head into maintenance, Ultravetica will be carrying you through the early morning hours here stateside. So we've got a lot of content that is going to be coming your way over the next 24 hours. In the meantime, we will send you on over to Scribbler and the Warp Drive 5, followed by Ultravetica, and then more with us here on Twitching Trek tomorrow night with Jules Verne, Griffin, Tarpey, and Matters, and so many more. Thank you guys so very, very much. We appreciate you all and hope you have a wonderful night. Don't go anywhere. The Warp Drive 5 is coming up next.